Slaves, welcome back to Professor Providence. So in this video, in this recording, I'm going to show you guys how to align yourself with the stars or with the universe. Like the stars are aligning, the universe is aligning, whatever you want to call it, right? So basically, what I mean by that is aligning yourself with the stars is basically you are aligning your essence, your energy, frequency, and consciousness with actual stars, right? So basically you are positioning yourself to where you are mirroring the stars in this universe, so that way you can receive like all like the light codes and like the messages that the universe is trying to tell you so that you could be happier, right? So one way you could do this technique is, the first thing is basically just think about stars, and preferably like if you're like in front of like a computer or like a phone or like a tablet, just some kind of technology, or even like video games, like just start thinking about stars, right? And once you start thinking about stars, your brain is going to start figuring out like what it can do to match that star light frequency. So for example, like if you're on your laptop and you're thinking about stars, like just go on social media and just search for stars, like star topics. And like if you were to go to Twitter, just look up hashtag stars and all the tweets will come up, and then just either retweet or post a comment or even make your own organic tweet that is discussing hashtag stars or hashtag space or hashtag galaxy, whatever it is that you resonate with. As long as it's something star related and universal related, then just make a tweet about it, or comment and like retweet like all the other like tweets that are discussing that specific topic. That's how like you align yourself with the stars when it comes to social media. And you can do that on Twitter. You can do that on Instagram. Like you could find like again, you can do the same thing like hashtag stars, or you could do research on the Instagram profiles, like your followers or whatever, and just find who they follow and if they talk about stars as well. And if they leave comments, you can comment on their comment and just talk about how like stars resonate with you. And you could also do the same thing for YouTube. Like you could go on YouTube and you could basically just type in the search engine star discussions, or talking about, like universal stars, or just talk about the universe or how to raise vibration, and then just watch those videos and just look at the comment section and then just mention stars and just talk about stars on whoever is commenting on the videos that you're watching. Like there's all these different unlimited ways that you could do to basically elevate yourself to match the frequency of a star. So there's that way. Another way you could do, the second technique, is basically just talk about stars with other humans, other people, other avatars, as I like to call them, because my life is a video game. That's the way I perceive life. So, but all jokes aside, you could go to a library, and if you see like a bunch of people that are like around your cohort, or it doesn't even matter, just like a bunch of people, and like they're reading about like the universe, or they're reading about constellations or astrophysics or something that has to do with outer space, you could just walk up to that person and just talk about, the book that they're reading about stars. You could just be like, oh, hey, I noticed that you were reading this book about stars. Can I like get a copy of that? Like, well, where can I get that book? Or like, what is that book about? Just come up with something, like, or are you into stars? Like, cause I'm also about stars. Like, I like the universe as well. You like, oh, I like the universe too, So like, and you guys could just have like a conversation about, the stars, or you could just be like, hey, have you seen like my, universal bookmark? Because like I'm trying to find it, you just something creative, that way, like you're aligning yourself with the stars, because maybe the universe is trying to tell you that it wants you to talk to that person, or it wants you to talk to that female, or it wants you to talk to that male, about the stars, so you guys can become friends. You see how it works, so it also depends on like your intentions as well. Okay, so that's another technique, and it doesn't just have to be with one person. Like it can be like a seminar, and if you guys are talking about like space, or like like the stars and the constellations, and how like they have like different shapes, or like they make like different heroes in like ancient stories and stuff. Or like if you guys are talking about like the planets, like planet Earth, or Saturn, or Uranus, or something like that, you could just be a part of that discussion. Or if you go to a cafe or something and they're talking about like a movie that's about outer space, you could just bring your coffee to that table and talk about that movie. Like there's all these different ways, because you're essentially living in a state of abundance. There's an abundance of opportunities for you to align yourself with the stars and discuss with the stars and just resonate with the stars, the universe, basically. So there's that way. And the last technique that you could do to align yourself with the stars is basically become aware of the law of attraction. Because the law of attraction is huge. The law of attraction, for those of you who aren't really aware what the definition is basically you use the light codes that you were given to by the higher source, which is God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, and you elevate yourself so that the things and the like the desires that you want will naturally come to you. So what you want to do is, if you want to have stars be attracted to you, you basically just have to like match your frequency with a star. So what I recommend is, if you have any like star clothing, like if you have like a shirt that has a design with stars on it, or if you have a hoodie that has like a bunch of stars on it, or you even have pants or shoes, like something that says or speaks universe or outer space, or even like aliens, like they count too, just something that has to do with the universe. Just wear that clothing, and then in turn you will attract another human, another person that is possibly wearing those clothes, or even a person that can compliment you on those clothes, and then you guys can have a conversation about the stars, about the universe, about planets. You know what I'm saying? So, but you also have to do it like in a positive way. You can't just walk around like, with your face like, stars, I got all this stupid star hoodie, and, like, no, it doesn't work that way. I mean, like, if you want to attract a negative person that wears stars, then yeah, that's going to work that way. But like, you want to do it positive, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, hey, positivity. Space is higher than you. The stars are higher than you. So you want to be at a high vibration, right? So there's that way. Another way you could do for the law of attraction is you can basically just compliment someone that talks about stars or like the universe and is just really passionate about it. You could just be like, wow, like I overheard you talking about the stars, and I just want to say you were very like intuitive, and you're very passionate about it, and I resonate with what you're saying. Like, and it was just, you were just so like courageous about like talking about the stars like 44 minutes ago, or something like that. Like, I just wanted to thank you for that. And that person would be like, oh, wow, yeah, thank you, I appreciate it. What was your name again? And then, like, start a conversation with that person, so there's that way. Compliments is good. Another thing you could do for the law of attraction is basically you can convince yourself that you are a star. You could just be walking around like on planet Earth and just have like this big, beautiful smile on your face, just like, and then when like a random like stranger just walks up to you and just like, hey, like, why are you smiling so much? They could be like, oh, because I'm a star. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see me? Like, I'm beautiful, like, and then that kind of energy is going to attract another person who also thinks that they're a star. And then you guys could just be talking about like each other's like, high positive vibrations. And also you can sneak in, hey, so do you like talking about the stars and like outer space and stuff like that, astrophysics? And then boom, you know what I'm saying? Like, so the law of attraction is huge, and it also in turn is going to boost up your manifestation skills, which I'm going to mention in another recording. But like, yeah, so those are basically the basic 3 techniques for how to align yourself with the stars. And you're free to use them however you want, because everyone is creative in their own way. You just have to make sure that it works for you. All right. So yeah, that's it, guys and girls. Thank you for listening to this recording. If you want more providential advice, you can like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section. And as always, Know who you are, align yourself, take care of yourself, and I will see you all later. Until next communion.